I want to tell Omollo, Omollo, we are very happy that you are the PS of security. Please concentrate on your security jobs. Don't come with maze.
PS Raymond Omollo is a PS for insecurity and goons. He's the one who's been funding these goons. This is the man who's been causing mayhem and havoc in this country.
Today, we're asking one question. Was it a coincidence, or was it a script written long ago and now playing out in real time? A video resurfaced, old, grainy, but the message inside it zeroes sharp. OBURU ODINGA, fiery and unfiltered, pointing fingers at one man, Raymond Omollo. The warning was simple: stay out of Nyanza. Do not bring your methods here. Do not corrupt our people here. At the time, many called it a political noise. Today, many are calling it a prophecy. Because this story did not begin with an attack. It began with a warning that nobody took seriously enough to look at it. Nyanza is not a region you walked into with outsmart tactics and expect silence. OBURU ODINGA understood that deeply, and years ago, standing before cameras, the veteran politician made one thing absolutely clear: drag goonism into this region and there will be consequences. That was not a speech, that was a boundary being drawn. Fast forward to today. Senator Godfrey Osotsi, a vocal critic operating under the Linda Mwananchi movement, was ambushed at Java House, Western Mall in Kisumu. Broad daylight, cameras rolling, no mask, no hesitation. There is more than what just meets the eye here. The CCTV footage does not show a random confrontation. It shows men who knew exactly where they were going, who to find and what to do. Armed, coordinated, deliberate. In other words, this was not chaos. This looked like choreographed attack. And within hours, the opposition did not whisper. They named names. Babu Owino stepped forward and pointed directly at PS Raymond Omollo, not hinting, not suggesting, accusing directly and publicly. But the accusation did not stop at the Java House attack only. The opposition went further, claiming that over 200 armed individuals had been deployed at Kisumu International Airport with pangas and knives, intimidation on standby. The target was Linda Mwananchi leaders heading to a rally in Kakamega few months ago. 200 people armed, waiting at an international airport. Let that land. The leaders were forced to reroute, not by weather, not by logistics, by pressure, by fear, and suddenly that whole OBURU ODINGA video stopped looking like history and started looking like a warning that was ignored. The Linda Mwananchi movement is not playing small politics. This is a faction openly challenging President William Ruto's re-election administration, floating the one-term conversation. That is not casual talk, that is political dynamite. And when stake rises that high, pressure follows. Senior opposition figures, including James Orengo, have described what is unfolding as a coordinated pattern of intimidation, not random incidents, not isolated moments, a pattern. And a pattern means somebody is thinking, somebody is planning, somebody is directing, and somebody is executing. Take a look at it this way. Names kept recurring, locations keep aligning, tactics keep repeating. From Kisumu street to airport standoff to targeted confrontation. The opposition under Linda Mwananchi says the fingerprints are consistent and they point upwards towards coordination, towards power. At a public function, harmed individuals have reportedly been hosted openly, fed in full view of law enforcement with no arrest, no consequences, just presence, just a message. Then the authorities moved in. Yesterday, 3 arrests were made, named Carlos Owiti, Eric Otieno, and Vincent Odambo. The Directorate of Criminal Investigation acted. Names were released, details were provided, actions taken, they said, was now on possession. But the opposition is not satisfied. And here is exactly why that matters. To them, these arrests are not conclusion. They are the cover page, because the real question was never who threw the punches. The real question is who gave the order, who financed it, who benefit from the fear and intimidation. That is the wall of accountability keeps hitting in Kenyan politics. The foot soldiers get caught, the architects stay comfortable, and the circles continues. And hovering over all of it is that resurfaced video. OBURU Odinga years ago warned that Goonism would tear the fabric of Luo Nyanza apart. Today, that fabric looks stretched and the warning looks less like a moment and more like a map. So here is the question that stays longer after the noise fades. Is political violence becoming the new language of power in this country? Will accountability climb all the way to the top, or will it stop conveniently at the bottom? And that video, that old video, was it just a political hit in a tense moment, or was it a map drawn years ago and now being followed step by step in real time? In Kenyan politics, nothing resurfaces by accident. It is by design.